No, Brian, you can't touch it. Oh, hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the Morning Wood, and Brian, you can't touch it, by the way.
It's only Red that wanted me to.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna videotape it. Come on, man, sell that shit.
Now I know it says the Morning Wood, and it's got the 70s. We were supposed to talk about the 70s, but for some reason, time and space doesn't want me to talk about the 70s.
I do have a link for you. Instead, we're going to talk about the 70 the 70 perils of YouTube.
Yes. Yeah, that's good because okay, for the ones who's been following me know that you're here on the other channel because I got flagged and struck down and suspended for 3 months. And we really didn't know what for. It was a really vague email.
Struck down, I tell thee. Yeah. Struck down. Thou shalt be smited from above.
It was a really vague email, but I've had the trusted flagger working on it for me and appealing it for me. And now I know why I was flagged and all this. And it was
that didgeridoo, wasn't it?
It was a didgeridoo. It was Kratom. Kratom. Let me repeat. It was Kratom. It was my link in my description, from the sponsor of Cracking Kratom, selling Kratom. It was Kratom that got me shut down because YouTube considers it dangerous.
Thanks, Mom.
Now, I suggest for the purposes of this stream staying where it is, we actually refer to this product as something else. I suggest we refer to it as the didgeridoo.
Oh, wait, no, that's bad. No, we won't do that.
Heroin. The didgeridoo or the didgeridoo. It's you can't have didgeridoo on my channel apparently. Yes, seriously, Luna, that is what it is. It was. Apparently, they said it got flagged. They looked at it and they found it against the rules. Where in the fuck is it in the rules that you can't promote Kratom? I do not know.
Didgeridoo apparently is didgeridoo.
Yeah, didgeridoo. It does actually have a clinical name. What's it called? I can't think of what it's called. Fuck. And I tore the label off here. It's a really hard name to say. Anyways, it's didgeridoo or don't. But don't. Fuck it. We're going. It's Kratom. Yeah. Basically, they're acting like the FDA. I guess. I don't know. I don't know how they can. What is? It's just so confusing.
The way I put it earlier when we were talking about this before, was they seem to be acting as a de facto regulator for the FDA. Now, they would have to have, by my understanding, they would have to have some legal or contractual precedent to act in that manner, particularly as they're not publishing specific guidelines on approved and non-approved sponsors.
Yes, that's the point I really want to shine. This is the same as the Count Dankula thing. It's like, who decides what's against the rules? And can someone please show me the list of where it says do not use didgeridoo as you cannot have a sponsor that sells didgeridoo? There's nothing out there from YouTube's rules and regulations that prohibit you having a sponsor from a company that's legal, that pays state, and I would imagine pays federal tax. So who the fuck do YouTube think they are coming in and saying, you can't have that sponsor because we think it's naughty? It's like, fuck off. YouTube, you're not my mum. Get fucked. It's not like I'm trying to fucking advocate for fucking the death of a person or anything like that. I'm literally putting a link into a didgeridoo shop. That's all I'm doing. And you're going to shut me down.
It sets a dangerous precedent as well. I mean, what if a particular car manufacturer falls off the approved list, or, I mean, you could argue the toss over this and the slippery slope and all of that, floodgates arguments for the rest of the day, but
yeah, but what if a YouTuber has
precedent.
What if YouTuber has a some YouTuber out there has a shoe sponsor, and that shoe doesn't have good slip-resistant soles? I mean, what the fuck? It's just so ridiculous. It's absolutely. I am absolutely stunned over here that this was it. I was thinking it was because of some poor joke I told.
You know what you should do, Pimp? You should get Hobby Lobby to be your sponsor or something.
No, just get sponsored by kittens.
Yeah,
just kittens.
Kittens, yeah.
Maybe I should record a dead guy hanging from a tree, huh?
Well, actually, you could probably hit several birds with one stone if you were to get a porn company called Kittens to sponsor you.
There you go.
That would be topical.
But it's just crazy that they put fucking Logan Paul everywhere goddamn on the front page, and he fucking had a dead guy on his goddamn. But I mentioned Kratom. What the fuck?
You get nuked for 3 months. He goes and hangs out in a forest, and if you've seen the outtakes of that video where he's in the fucking suicide forest, the fucking girl's laughing. She's standing next to some dude that's been so miserable in his existence that he's ended it, and she's fucking laughing. It's like that circle of people should just fall into the ocean and fucking drown, but they don't get fucking. And oh no, he got taken from the recommended feeds. That's right. Naughty boy, naughty, slap on the wrist. Here you go. And we're not going to let you be monetized for a little while, but hey, that doesn't matter because you're already a millionaire, so you're not really going to fucking notice it if we take your money off you for a couple of months. But Pimp, you're fucked because you did something we didn't even put in the list of you can't do this. It's not even in that list of don't do this or you're in trouble. That's the fuck bit. How are you supposed to know you've done something wrong if they don't fucking put it in the list of things not to do on your channel?
Yeah, it's just you can't.
Luna makes a very interesting point. She says, yeah, there's ads for all kinds of meds FDA approved that I can't take. So why not this? Canon FDA not approved yet, etc. Disclaimer be put on the freaking link. Oh, and Logan Paul is a turd, apparently.
And by the way, I don't give a fuck if Logan Paul recorded a dead dude. I don't. I mean, I want that to be perfectly clear. I don't care that he recorded a dead dude, a suicide guy. But, you know, him getting sponsored on the front fucking page or promoted by YouTube on the front page, and he's doing shit like that, and yet I get taken down for fucking Kratom. Yeah, there's a goddamn thing to get pissed about.
There's something wrong. The CEO, Susan, whatever her fucking name is, she needs to go. She's ruining this fucking company. It's like the snowflakes have there's a blizzard inside the fucking head offices of fucking YouTube right now, and someone needs to get in there with a goddamn flamethrower and melt some snow.
Now, Red. Now, hate speech breaks applied here.
Ooh, don't say snowflake.
You're marginalizing an entire weather system.
A lot of smokers channels and a lot of pot channels have been taken down lately as well.
And gun channels,
weed channels, stuff like that. You know, there isn't a whole lot of YouTubers out there that talks about Kratom. There's only a few of us. I have talked about it. I know Kyle Kalinski's did a thing about it, and that's why I'm publicly saying it right now. Everybody should contact Kyle. I'm going to contact Kyle because this is some bullshit. This is some absolute bullshit. You know, I don't want to really even talk about what Kratom's done for me or anything like that because it is anecdotal and all that shit. But however, it's basically saved my life. It really has done a lot for me. So I'm not gonna get all those details because that's not even the point. The point is, I had no idea that you couldn't do that. Why? Because YouTube didn't tell me that. What YouTube should have done, if they seen it and think it was dangerous, they should have contacted me and gave me a chance to take it the fuck down.
Yeah. The fact that you're not allowed to go in and at least sterilize your channel to their satisfaction and to get your money earning rights back, that's another thing of bullshit, which is why in my opinion, again, the current CEO and the people coming up with these fucking stupid rules need to go. Their flagging system has been weaponized. Have they tried to address that at all in the last 2 years? Of course not, because it suits them at the moment. It works for them. They've got their group of YouTube heroes, apparently 10,000 fucking people going around going, fucking flag, and all the algorithms pinging people. These people come along, review, and go, gone. And that's what's happened to you is algorithms pinged you, or someone's dobbed you in. The human reviewer's gone, no, that's shit. You've asked them to help. They've ignored you. And now, and I'm not having a crack at Trusted Flagger, but for some reason, this person seems to have the ability to get answers from YouTube when they should be talking to the fucking content creators, because maybe if they inform the content creators themselves, they'd know what not to do. Getting back to the whole, please show me where it's written what not to do thing. It's like YouTube. Try harder.
Yeah, and they didn't even see. I didn't even know why I got flagged. It was such a vague email. It was like, you know, you got flagged and we found it inappropriate or whatever. That's it. Didn't say what was inappropriate or why. You know, the other day, Reggie, I mean, I was sitting here. I told you I have no fucking idea what I did because I don't do nothing on my videos but talk. So I was thinking it was literally a free speech thing. And I guess you could say it's still a free speech thing, but this is just retarded.
Yeah. No, this definitely could be thrown into the free speech category of some description. We could just find that later. But look, the whole point of this thing is this thing's broken. It's like people's livelihoods are being fucking destroyed, you know? It's like, and I'll use Repsion as the example. Before all this shit started, Repsion was going places on YouTube. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but the kid had some chops and the kid had a lot of viewers. Yeah. Then the shit started. What happened to that kid? He ended up learning how to weld shit, and now he sells these fucking undies and shit and welds stuff for a living because he has no faith in the ability of earning a fucking living off YouTube as it was before. It was like there was the golden days. It's like there's a few years ago was a fucking golden era where you could come on here and do what you like and earn a living. And if people watched it, you'd earn a living. It's gone. It's like
getting back to the free speech thing. I think the only persuasive argument that you could make on that score is YouTube are discriminating against a legitimate company being able to sponsor YouTube creators.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be the angle I'm coming from. They pay state and federal taxes. They employ people. They're not a criminal organization. Why the fuck are they being persecuted by another company?
But it would be such a simple. Okay, look. I think it's a stupid rule that they don't mean to have a kratom link. Okay, fine. But it would have been such a simple solution for them to just simply tell me I would take it down. Why ruin my fucking channel? Because I didn't know there was nobody knows the fucking rule.
Yep.
It's like YouTube's become third wave feminism. They're changing the rules every fucking day. It's just absolutely insane.
It's hard to fucking try and kick a goal when they don't tell you where the fucking goalposts are. It's like, all right, go and score. It's like, where are the goalposts? They go, you can find them, can't you?
They're out there somewhere.
Just start kicking. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
I know that
you'll know if you miss because we'll send you off the field.
For the newer people coming in, we were supposed to talk about the 70s today, I know, but now I know why my channel was flagged and taken down. And let me explain to you real quick what it was. They said it was because of kratom, because I had a link to cracking kratom, selling kratom. They said they consider it dangerous, so my channel gets suspended for 3 months. That's the ridiculous shit that's happening to me right now. And so that's what we're kind of talking about right now. So I do apologize if you wanted to hear about the 70s. Well, go to Wikipedia.
Okay. Well, I think now might be a pertinent time to throw in a 70s reference.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mad as hell, and I ain't gonna take it no more.
There you go. And I'll tell you what. I'm glad you said that because I'm not gonna take it no more. I am about to go off. I'm not gonna hurt nobody. I'm gonna use what I got, my content.
And your didgeridoo.
And my didgeridoo. I'm going to suck Kratom up from my didgeridoo. It's so ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And like I said, it would have been, even if I don't agree with what they said, but if they would have just emailed me, let me know that was a problem, I would have took it down. I would have simply
Yeah, look, they could fucking take the offending video in question down and send you a note saying, this is what we don't like. Don't do this, or all of your videos will miraculously, magically disappear and give you a fucking chance. But this whole thing of, you did something wrong, here's the penalty, we're not telling you what you did wrong. It's like, imagine trying to bring up a child and fucking scolding them for doing shit wrong, but not actually telling them what the thing was that they did wrong. They're going to be a basket case running around every time someone points a finger, and they'll start screaming by the time they're age fucking 15. YouTube's going to become utterly dysfunctional, and it won't be able to function on any level if people don't know where the line is to cross. It's like keeping people guessing. People get nervous, and it's like, I hope competition comes soon. It's like, yo, Amazon, pull the trigger, fucking do it.
And and you mentioned earlier before we started, Red, you was talking about, you thought about creating a channel, and this is the reason you don't do it. And that's one of the reasons why I'm always hesitant to tell new people when they ask me about creating a channel because I know what they're about to go through. They're not even going to be. I still encourage it. By the way, I do still encourage, making your content. If you want to become a content creator, become one. But it's hard to encourage someone when you're not encouraged anymore because you don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it's like I was seriously considering. I wanted to stream Star Citizen, some other games, and just do game-related shit. Me voicing over the top of it, doing stupid voice characters, and like the guys in chat know about fucking my Grand Theft Auto characters, the homie brothers. It's like the fucking three dudes I've made out like their brothers. I'm not going to do that now because it'll get flagged in a fucking second because I'm going to do some outrageously rude shit. You know what I'm like. It's like I talk about fucking Flipper being a rapist, for fuck's sake. Yeah. My channel wouldn't last 2 seconds in this current climate. It would just be, the haters would just go, 3, there you go, goodbye.
And that's the crazy thing. I honestly thought it was because of something I said.
Speaking of which, what happened to the 3-strike rule, YouTube?
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
This is my first strike. This is my first strike.
Your first strike, you get fucked in the ass. Second strike, you get fisted. Third strike, they fist the eye, you dick.
It's just it doesn't make sense.
Well, actually, no. The third strike, they rip your skull off and skull fuck it.
Yeah.
I have contacted the trusted flagger, and asked him if there's a wacky, if I could just take the link, because that seems like the simple fucking solution. Take the link down.
Sanitize the channel to their satisfaction, and then let me fucking earn a living again. The management, it's just like, here's some really, we're going to make fucking Alcatraz look like a holiday camp. Enjoy.
These were the exact words he said to me. He said, hey, according to YouTube, a link in the description was selling Kratom, which YouTube considers dangerous. Therefore, they wouldn't reinstate the video. Reinstate the video. I don't give a fuck about the video. I won't give a fuck about my goddamn channel.
Ah, okay. I'm sensing a cross purpose here. So they won't reinstate the video, which is stupid because all you really have to do is remove the link. But they're not restoring your channel either, or that's still in deep sleep for 3 months or whatever.
It's in I can't stream for 3 months. Yeah.
Okay. So in essence, they're upholding the strike on that video.
Mm-hmm.
But you're getting the... okay.
Yeah, I'm getting you dick in my ass.
Okay, so you just need 1 strike to be deprived for 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Just getting that.
Yeah.
Limits your channel, and the second strike further limits the channel. Third strike annihilates the channel completely.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm going to my damn channel just to see right now, my main channel, because I didn't notice him before. He said video, but he didn't mention the channel. So I guess I'm still due to terms of use violation. Access to live streaming has been restricted there.
Right, reach out to him and say, ask YouTube if I sanitized not the video, the channel, and removed all references to Creighton from all of the channel. Would that satisfy them to the point of considering reinstating my streaming rights? Because this is how I earn a living. And I'd even go so far as, listen, my dad's just got out of hospital. He's kind of had his leg amputated. Life's really fucking hard at the moment. This has made it 10 times fucking harder. And I'm failing to understand why I'm being told I can't have a sponsor that's a legal company that pays state and federal taxes. It makes no sense. I think
that's a very good idea.
Yeah.
You know, it just come at him from a really logical fucking viewpoint. Because I think if anyone's going to try and help, Trusted Flagger seems to be this entity that's on the fucking side of good and doing good things.
Yeah,
and
he's really trying.
Yeah. So if I just want to say, if Trusted Flagger happens to be listening, your blood's worth bottling, mate. Fucking 2 thumbs up. If you're ever in Australia, let me know. Buying you a couple of beers, mate.
Yeah, he's got other people reinstated him. He's got Joey Sparkles, Billy the Fridge, DP, I think, bunch of other people he got reinstated. But you know, my violent gangster ass slinging Kratom.
Oh, here's a really good point. The only reason, this is Bunny, the only reason you have that link in the first place is because YouTube fucked you over with monetizing your videos. So thanks, YouTube. It's like fuck Semption. It's like, how many times can you, how many possible ways can you fuck me in the ass from how many directions? It's like, they're in the 5th dimension fucking you now at the moment. It's like, I can't even comprehend that shit.
Yeah, YouTubers had to go out to to third parties to make money. I mean, a lot of YouTubers are, and then, I got lucky enough to find this, and it was like, I mean, I didn't even make that much money from it. That's the thing. I made a little bit, but not much.
Yeah, I can help you out with that last one, Red.
Go ahead, bud.
It's quantum.
Sleep.
I tell you, if I can fix YouTube's fucking advertising problem. It's called turning on Super Chat on every single fucking channel and taking away the bullshit restrictions that you put on Super Chat in the first place. Because here's the thing, people like throwing money at the screen to see their comment come up. I'll use Jim Medica's show, 2 hours, $14,000 in fucking income generated. YouTube get 30% of that. Now imagine how many fucking channels would generate money with people throwing fucking money at Super Chat. The fuckers would be rolling in the shit, but people at YouTube don't want to do that because it might upset our advertisers. It's like, fuck you then. You complain about not earning enough money. The answer's right there, yet you fucking restrict it and make it harder for people to throw money at you. You fucking morons.
To be fair, given what Facebook and other social media companies have had to deal with, and rightly so, of late, I cannot personally fault YouTube for not wanting to flip the switch on something that's going to have them up in front of a congressional committee answering questions like, so what exactly do you find ethical about you earning billions from people shitposting whatever the fuck insert offensive shit here at $2, $5, $10 a pop just so that they can see it appear on the screen?
I'd tell a congressional committee to go fuck themselves, quite literally, and stop being such fucking pussies. It's like, it's the internet and it's shit posting. It's like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never. That would be my reply. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. It's text on a screen. Fuck off. And welcome to and I would finish off with, welcome to capitalism. Did you like the amount of tax we paid last year? Thought so. Get fucked. Bye. I'm going to the golf club now to drink a martini. Fuck you guys. That's what I would say to those people.
And that would be a much stronger response than just sitting there sipping water, looking bemused.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Wait a minute. I got a message from the Trusted Flagger. I sent him another message, and he said, unfortunately, as the strike was confirmed as correct, they won't remove this.
Okay.
So their foot solid in the ground. Fuck Pimpmunk, basically. I'm going off. I'm telling you.
Well, you just have this is where your primate ingenuity has to kick in here, Pimp.
Yeah.
What you're gonna have to do is when you're gonna go live on Pimpmunk Live, which let's face it is the channel that is Pimpmunk Live.
Yeah.
What you need to do is post, okay, going live in 5, 4, whatever, countdown on your main channel where the numbers are, yeah, with a link to your live channel.
Yeah, I've been doing that every day lately.
Yeah, and I'd say that is as effective a workaround as you can probably manage.
Yeah.
Gee whiz, I think I know someone that suggested something quite similar to that the other day, didn't I, boss? Oh,
yeah, but I've been doing that anyway.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It's a good
Great,
idea. It's good.
like
Well, you neither one of you got a great mind. Fuck both you faggots.
I think that's why I think that's why I may have used the word continue. I'm not sure. I'll have to listen back to just see if I did, but I'm fairly certain it was in my head to use that word.
I don't think you did, you British faggot.
Fuck you.
You said that nicely. You sounded nice when you said fuck you. There was no aggression there.
But you just don't get it, do you? No wonder we Brits are taking your women left, right, and centre.
Oh,
wait a minute. There was a study done. British women find the Southern Deep South accent sexier than any accent on the planet. So I'm taking your woman, motherfucker.
If you're talking about Southern women, you're welcome to them.
No. British women think the Southern man's accent is the sexiest.
Well, yeah, I will just amend my previous response. You're welcome to them.
Oh, okay. Anyways, he does got a good American woman, by the way.
Just wanted to address. Bunny said something about posting the links in chat. Yeah, to be safe, there will be no more posting as head mod making up a new rule. No more didgeridoo links in chat for the moment until we get some more solid info from YouTube, which looks like fuck you. Don't do that. By the way, you can't earn money for 3 months. Suck our dick.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually say yes, that is a good strategy to follow, especially now that YouTube does include a chat replay when it's playing the video back.
Yeah, don't be posting the Kratom link, but you can post the Twitter link, and then there will be a Kratom link on Twitter. Unless Twitter fucking
stick with the links. We'll put Patreon still. We'll do,
Patreon, PayPal, Streamlabs. Yeah, just don't do the Kratom because we don't need this channel removed.
And tell them the didgeridoo sent you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's so stupid. It is so fucking stupid. But they're not gonna. I mean, it's not gonna stop me. Of course, I'm gonna keep doing it. And we've actually had some good crowds on this channel the last few days. I mean, right now, of course, YouTube doesn't alert a lot of people until like an hour and a half into the show, and then the crowd usually comes in. Thanks, YouTube. But it's just fucking ridiculous. I'm at a point right now where I am very, very frustrated, but I'm so high on Kratom, I don't care.
Allegedly.
And please remember, if you do use the coupon code DidgeridOn't, you'll get a 50% increase in the amount that you can pay.
Yeah.
And a free wombat.
And you get a free wombat.
Yep. Free wombat.
And a dildo.
We haven't found the WOM yet, but we have several bats to choose from.
Correct.
A wombat. You know what a wombat is, don't you? That's a bat shoved up Bunny's vagina.
Whoa.
A wombat.
Wow. That's kind of kinky.
That escalated quick.
Didn't it? What?
It went to a dark place. Bunny's vagina is the dark place.
Oh, and Luna's quite. Yeah, she likes that idea apparently.
By the dildo.
Yeah, she's now broken out the German with the dominatrix style. Yeah.
But, you know, I said this earlier, and I would have never thought that. I would have never thought it was the Kratom link.
Is that poor old rabbit getting spit roast?
Yes, it is.
Damn.
Yeah, I want to know what Luna does in her spare time.
And, you know, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Why? I mean, it's... Yes, I know it's a controversial product, but there's a lot of controversial products out there.
But then so is the MAGA hat.
Yeah. But goddamn.
I know what it is. Kratom's alt-right.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. It probably is. I tell you something I seen this morning. It fucking tripped me out. I went to this video, right, and on a YouTube advertisement was a local car lot, car sales thing in my hometown. And what tripped me out, the dude that owns the car lot, I've told this story before. You remember I told you the story about me getting caught fishing in a private pond and the dude stuck the gun in my face? It's the guy. It's him.
What you doing looking at my car, son? Pulls out the 44 and shoves it up your fucking nose again.
Yeah, it's him. It's kind of, you may be able to find the ad on YouTube. It's probably on there. It's Community Ford, New Albany, Mississippi. If you can find that ad on there, that the guy, that puffy face motherfucker, he put a gun in my fucking face when I was 17 years old, tapped my goddamn nose with it.
Pick some boogers out of Pimp's left nostril with it. Still stuck on the end of that fucking 44 to this day.
Yeah, and there was shit in my underwear too. I tell you, I thought he was gonna shoot me. Yeah, but yeah.
Just tell me, how much fun is it? Like, how many beads of? I need to ask this question. How many beads of sweat per second did your temple produce as the gun was tapping you? Going,
God, dude, man, I tell you, I look like a fucking yard sprinkler.
Okay, so I'm doing due diligence on this Kratom stuff.
Okay, Kratom.
Kratom, yes, and I'm not sure if this is relevant or not, but the first link I'm getting is basically it's a CIA report on a Nazi compound in Argentina. Yeah, I'd just like to point out to everybody that if you swallowed that hook, line, and sinker, then you're a bigger fool than I thought you were.
You're such an ass.
You gotta test the credibility.
You do. And look, I mean, they're after Kratom, and I get it. Okay, fine. If I don't care because I know what it's done for me and everything. And you know, everything they've tried to pull on Kratom, Kratom users have pulled it back and said, here's the truth. Like when they was like, I think there was like 12 deaths that they said all 12 deaths that people had Kratom in their body, but then they found out that there was all the Kratom was laced with that fucking what's it called? It's the strongest opiate pill there is. Not Finnegan, but fentanyl. Fentanyl, I think is what it's called. Yeah, it's like the strongest opiate pill there is, or some shit.
Yeah, that's killing people left, right, and center all over the Western world.
Yeah, and that was all the Kratom. All that Kratom was laced with that. And guess what's approved by FDA? Fentanyl.
No, surely not.
Yeah.
No.
Well, color me shocked.
Yeah.
No way. No, I don't believe you. There's no way the government would ever do anything like that. No.
Yeah, fentanyl, not fentanyl. I put a country drawl to it. Fentanyl. It's fentanyl. Yeah, it's FDA approved. So when people come to me like, well, FDA doesn't approve it. Well, FDA doesn't approve weed either. Yeah, we all know the benefits of weed.
Yeah, I tell you who dies in droves far more than illicit drug overdoses, and that's prescription drug fucking overdoses are responsible for tens of thousands of deaths in Australia each year. And yet I hear the AMA bitching about, oh, side note, one of the doctors from the Australian Medical Association has just been arseholed out of the fucking place because it turns out he's giving his patients' medical histories to the cult leader of the cult that he's a member of. He's giving info to the cult leader, medical history of people. It's like, it's wow.
Yeah, and I know this is what I'm about to say is all anecdotal and it's all my own story. But let me tell you something. I have a problem with opiates. I don't talk about that much, but I do. I did. I had a serious opiate problem. I was really addicted to pills. I take this. I don't crave opiate pills, and when I'm out of this, I don't crave it. I don't go into withdrawals. The only thing is the pain in my legs. But when I take this, the pain's gone. I'm more focused. It's so, you know, I don't give a fuck about the FDA. I know I'm going by what I'm saying because the FDA is so goddamn corrupted. Who gives a fuck what they say?
Yeah, look, the FDA are the people that are behind getting rid of ecstasy. And if anyone's ever had ecstasy and knows about the rise, and you used to be able to walk into nightclubs in cities in America and buy these fucking pills, right? Because chemistry. And happiness does come in pill form, and it's ecstasy. And psychiatrists went, this is a fucking wonder drug, used properly and prescribed properly. This can save fucking lives. Like, this will pull people out of deep depression in about half an hour and have them hugging people and wanting to just love fucking inanimate objects. And I don't mean fuck them, I mean just give them a hug and make sure that the rock's all right. The drug's incredible. And the FDA come along and went, no. And then the doctors took the FDA to court and got that decision overturned. And then the FDA took that to a higher court and got that decision overturned. And we're at a status quo of, yeah, you can't use that to prescribe to horribly depressed people because the FDA said no. It's a bad thing. It's like that drug would save fucking lives. Kratom will save lives because people can get off fucking fentanyl and morphine and opiate-based medications onto that shit. And I've done enough reading to know that the chances of ODing and dying on fucking kratom compared to fentanyl are greatly reduced.
Just for the sake of completeness here, it does have to be stated, seeing as we're talking about medications and biology, not all products are suitable for all people.
Yes, agreed. And yeah, that's a good point. Thank you, Brian. Of course, see your fucking doctor. There's a reason I was saying psychiatrists wanted to prescribe it. I'm not advocating for everyone to start popping pills and experiment. It's like there's a time and place for that. It's called college, kids, okay? College. Now, this is a more serious topic and getting back on track. Kratom's not in the same class as fentanyl, and I'm pretty sure if I go looking on YouTube for ads, I'm going to find a fucking ad from certain drug companies that probably produce fentanyl, and YouTube will quite okay take that money.
Okay, I've just had a little clue as to what may be going on in the chat room from Honest Red. Now, I don't use Reddit, so I have no idea, but apparently this Kratom crackdown is all over Reddit. So it strikes me that it's trending as the thing to talk about, the thing to have outrage and concern and satanic panic over. So YouTube is probably reacting to that more than anything else. I'm just guessing, just looking at the timings and knowing how the internets work.
Well, who's in charge at the moment to make up dumb laws in America? That would be Jeff Sessions, and we already know he's anti-pot.
No, it's not actually. It's Trump.
Jeff Sessions is anti-pot. I've heard that guy talk about it. He's a fucking dickhead, that cunt. He's dead set anti-pot. He wants that federal law enforced so states can't have the illegal weed. And the states are going, Colorado's going, $250 million plus in fucking taxation and fees. Yeah, fuck off. We're selling this shit, and the sales keep going. So there's a standoff at the moment federally about weed, and I think we're on the cusp of seeing either Sessions walk away from the battle or deploying the feds, which would be really interesting because then the states might actually tell their cops to block the feds from doing anything, which would lead to some rather interesting standoffs. I don't know. I don't even know what would happen legally at that point.
Well, legally, federal law does supersede state law, so there's that. However, you do have the toddler-in-chief on record saying things like, yeah, well, that's down to the states to decide.
Okay.
So, I mean, he's said that with regards marijuana and abortion and various other issues.
Apparently, there's going to be a rally June 5th in Washington, D.C. For Kratom users. They're doing a rally. So,
well,
I'm going to have to look in more of this shit. Yeah. So, anyways, I was looking on Reddit about that. I'm only seeing that and a couple other things. A woman was kicked off probation because she was using kratom because it's illegal in Indiana now. She's a felon. Fuck this. Wow. So, anyways, oh, this sucks, dude. I'm so irritated right now. Fuck you, Brian.
Yeah, that natural reverb in his voice is just disgusting, isn't it?
It is. It disgusts me. Brian.
He's getting all the women's pimp. We've got to stop him.
Yeah. He's
I don't need all the women's.
He's got the women, don't he?
He's got the one. He's got the only one he needs.
I've got the only one that I need, and you all fucked it up when you had the opportunity. So,
yeah.
Suck eggs.
I don't know, man. It's just crazy stuff.
Yeah, we're getting back to all they have to do is release a definitive list on here's naughty things not to do on YouTube. Now, it's going to be a big fucking list and a big read, obviously, because the shit they're clamping down on is quite a extensive range of different things, you know. Take your fucking pick.
I think you're giving them too much leeway. What we need YouTube to publish, if anything, is a list of approved and specifically non-approved sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good start. It'd just be really good to have some concrete fucking rules so people can know the territory and go, right, this is the line. I can skate on just on this side of it and I won't get in trouble. But if I put one toe on the other side of it, I can expect sanctions of some sort. And they fucking need this, or their platform's going to become totally unworkable within about 12 months, I'm guessing, at this current rate. They've in the last 3 weeks, they've struck down 4 people that I like to stream. So I've got 40 subs. So they keep going at that rate. I'll have nothing to watch in 10 weeks and I'll fuck off to another platform completely. That's the reality of it all.
Well, let me do this real quick. It is confirmed that Tuesday, Ben will be on my show. Wednesday, Girl Does Rant. Monday, we've got somebody who don't talk very much. I'm going to have to coax them into get them to talk, but Vadim Newquest. I got to coax them a little. Fuck.
Well, good luck with that.
That motherfucker don't know when to shut up. He's cool. I like him. He's going to be on next week. So we got guests planned for next week. I don't know what the shows are going to be about yet, but I'll figure out something. It's probably going to be me laying in a bathtub full of kratom.
No, I was going to say the shows will not be about kratom.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Kratom is bad. Never do kratom.
And never advertise it.
I'm sorry.
That's right. People that advertise kratom should be sent to prison.
Well, that probably happened.
Yep.
Prison, fuck that. They should be hanged.
It was me.
From a tree.
It was me, Pimp. I'm the one who dobbed you into YouTube about your kratom usage. It was me.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, man. I don't trust you. I don't trust nobody.
I'm anti-kratom. I'm actually responsible for all anti-kratom legislation on this planet.
It's so stupid. But now I know I won't be getting the channel back. So I had a little glimmer of hope for a minute. I thought I might get my channel back, but I mean, I can still make videos. I just can't do streams. So
well, you have it back in time for a Halloween, so
yeah. Which fucking sucks. Hey, Raisin.
Hang on. May, June, July. Well, yeah, you'd be able to get it for August, so
yeah.
Hold on a sec. Let's do a bit of creative thinking. What if you were to stream off this channel and mirror it?
I'm going to.
Onto your main channel.
I've already have it.
By the rules? Would that get you in trouble? Because if you stream on this channel and just mirror it straight over to that one, so people can just go to the main channel and watch this thing live still by clicking on the link.
I want to know about that.
Not going to work.
Not going to work?
No, because you have live streaming restricted on the main channel, so you've got nothing to stream it with.
Oh yeah, I didn't know you were talking about that. Yeah, you can't do that, but you can't upload the video. Download
the best you can do is to put a promo link to the live show and then upload the video once it's finished.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's the best.
But if you've been restricted from your live streams, you're probably restricted from your 15-minute cap as well, haven't you?
Hey, don't say that. I thought I was, but it doesn't say I am.
No? Okay. Oh, well, that's good.
I thought I was, but I don't think I am. It's ridiculous. And no, guys, we're not talking about the 70s. Sorry, because we're talking about. I found out the reason for the new people. I found out the reason why I got flagged. It's because of kratom. The link I had in the description of selling kratom, because YouTube. Here's the words. YouTube considers it dangerous. And so if YouTube considers British people dangerous, I guess they can just kick them off. I don't know, because they're the fucking end all and begin all of what's dangerous or not.
Well, I mean, if you were to start advertising me on your channel, Pimp, then effectively they'd get you under human trafficking.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's just so ridiculous. It's so fucking.
So yeah, along with the demise of Backpage, you've got the demise of Back Pimp potentially going on there.
Yeah. It's just so fucking retarded.
So yes, instead of the 70s show, we're having a show talking about why we're not doing the 70s show.
Yeah.
Again. And there may be further episodes to follow next week. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm done with the fucking decade shows though for a while. Did too many of them lately. But yeah, we will be doing some cool shows next week though.
When are we going to have because you did the week we went up to Glasgow, you did the women's issues.
Yeah.
And you did the men's issues.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
But those didn't happen either?
No, not really. That's when that whole situation with Shayra came up.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So those didn't happen either. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't feel so bad about not getting the old Gits issues show.
Yeah, I thought that, and we still probably will do that eventually because that is a good idea.
Yeah, because the old Gits issues. I mean, I think that'd be an amazing show.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things that us old Gits have got to, be outraged and complain and whinge about. I mean, you youngsters, you whippersnappers are changing the world faster than we can adapt. I know this is an age-old problem, but hell, I can't even trust the words I used to use to describe my day.
I know it's fucking crazy, man. We're old. We're old, but we'll never be as old as some people. I don't know. Ah, dude, I'm so frustrated, but it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, the '70s show. I'm sorry, but Oculus is right though. It seems like the '70s show was just deemed not to happen because every time I was going to do it, something happened to keep me from doing it.
Well, let's look at this as an auspicious portent. I mean, there's a lot of things. It has to be said. There's a lot of things about the '70s that were considered the norm that have, in recent days, come and bitten a whole chunk of people on the ass. From Bill Cosby right the way down to Jimmy Savile and beyond. And of course, Trump as well, the king of this particular decade or portion of the decade. Yeah, I seem to remember he was making headlines and making money and cracking deals. Or was that the 80s when he was when he started appearing?
He's been huge for decades. Huge.
Huge. Early 80s, I think, but maybe it was late 70s. I don't know. When he started making his little...
Raisin's just asked me a question.
Fuck, man.
Brian, you're old enough. Well, thank you for noticing. You ever try lewds? If so, what was that shit like?
Quaaludes, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm presuming you're talking about Quaaludes. Quaaludes was not something that I remember being a thing in the UK. The only references I've ever seen to them are in the American zeitgeist. So,
yep, same here. TV references.
Yeah, I cannot give you any answer on that because this is completely outside my experience. Laudanum. I'm not actually old enough for laudanum, but laudanum is something that they gave at the turn of the last century.
It's pure opium.
Yeah, basically pure opium. But it was prescribed mainly to women during their difficult time of the month.
I wish I had some fucking fun. Ooh, I'd be a happy son bitch.
Yeah. Don't worry about Raisin. Don't worry about the age thing. I'm older than dirt. In fact, I'm older than a few rocks on this planet now. So I really don't care.
Dust, mate. You fart large amounts of dust.
Large amounts. Yeah, dude. So this show was like cut off the fucking reservation real fast, but that's okay because we have to talk about this shit sometimes because it's happening. And so the only way I can here's what I've come to a conclusion of. The only way I can beat this is by keep on doing this. I just keep creating my content, keep doing it my way, and we'll see what happens. And
yep.
Let's brainstorm and come up with some ideas for new advertisers. And I've got one straight away. It's like, this show is brought to you by happiness.
Well, they'll find a way to ban happiness.
Right? Oh, hold on. This show is proudly brought to you by Fluffy Clouds.
Fluffy Clouds. Absolutely.
This show is endorsed by kittens.
This show is brought to you by Pimp. Didn't have enough money to pay his phone bill.
This show is brought to you by extreme poverty.
My fucking poverty. Yeah. And yeah, fuck it. You know what I'm going to do if I do get to go to VidCon? I'm walking up to somebody that works for YouTube. And I'm going to give them a hug.
This show is brought to you by profanities, every other word.
Yeah, I'm going to give them a hug.
Well, and Bunny slipped off her chair.
Yeah, but what is it?
Kill me for that.
What is it you want me to say again, Bunny?
She's got to get up off the floor before she can type again.
I did say I did say hug. I did. So wait, weed, which is illegal, is okay to stream. No, actually, weed is not okay to stream. They're shutting down weed channels left and right too.
So if you're sitting in a bar in Cali at a sports bar where it's utterly, totally legal to light up now, recreationally, and you start live streaming it while you're blowing a joint, your channel is going to get poleaxed. And don't you dare have a fucking sponsor that's got anything to do with the weed industry, or you're fucked.
Yeah.
I think the way around that one, and I think what you'll find is that the people that will be losing their channels under those conditions are going to be people that are making a big deal of the fact that they're smoking a blunt.
Yeah.
Oh, brought to you by Kittens. Okay. This channel is approved by Kittens.
But yeah, it is approved by Kittens. I'm so fucking irritated. Next up for the YouTube ban hammer alcohol. Well, I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting. There's an awful lot of drinking games that are played in Hangouts.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Drunken Quiplash would be decimated. Fucking that industry would die overnight. Thousands of fucking trash streamers would be on the streets starving.
I'm gonna start a drunk man playing checkers stream. Extreme checkers, puke all over the checkerboard, punch an old lady in the chest.
Completely unrelated question. I've just started watching this show on Netflix and I've never seen anything like it. It's called Happy.
Oh, for a second, I thought you were saying Pimp was on Netflix.
No. Have you seen the show Happy yet? With the guy, it was one of the guys from one of the cop shows. He's played a hard ass cop. I think it might have been NYPD Blue. And he plays this fucking drunken former cop that gets so fucked up that he starts seeing this little girl's imaginary friend who's a flying fucking unicorn donkey thing, and the shit is just hilariously violent and surreal. If you haven't seen Happy, look for it on Netflix and fucking just sit back and prepare for the ride, because it's like, what the fuck is happening? It's brilliant. So that might actually cheer you up, boss. If you haven't watched that yet, you need to watch that one.
I don't guess I've watched it.
So essentially, we are seeing the dawn of TV that forces you to suspend your belief.
Oh, I don't know. Netflix is doing some magical stuff between that and Santa Clarita Diet. It's just like, I'm definitely keeping Netflix on to see what they do next. It's like, I'm hooked now. They're producing some really wild shit. That's just my opinion, though. Yeah.
Oh, just as a random bit of gaming news for anybody that's interested, one of my characters on Elder Scrolls Online, Stormy Daniels' attorney, has just hit championship points. So he's up there doing the deeds.
Doing the dude's deeds.
Yes, doing the dude's deeds.
And the dude's
Wait. Wow.
That only a dude can do. Deedfully.
That totally didn't sound gay.
It did sound really homosexual to me. Why are you so gay?
He's a lawyer, not a homosexual.
You're a homosexual.
Hey, look, gay just means happy. He's a happy lawyer. Nothing wrong with being a happy lawyer.
Now, this is only going to resonate with a few people that have actually seen these skits, but if he looks like queer, sounds like a queer, I was probably a queer. And I will award 10 internet points to anybody in the chat room who can give me the names of the comedians.
I think I know who, but I'm going to shut up and see.
Yeah, you're on the panel. You're on the panel. Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's right. I'm on show. I'm on Air Talent.
Yeah, you've got insider information.
Yeah, you do, you faggot.
Harry Enfield is one of them. Well done, Lamort.
Harry Enfield.
Yeah, that was Harry Enfield. Loads of money. And Paul Whitehouse. There you go. Full 10 points awarded to Lamort.
There
My
you
guess
go.
was fucking horribly wrong. I'll leave it at that.
Ah, shit, that's crazy.
Oh, actually, I got one for Brian. I'll see if he can pick one. He says, Eccles, I can see everything from up here, Eccles.
That sounds like Monty Python to me, but that could just be the accent.
Spike Milligan.
Oh,
They were
Spike
tripping-
Milligan, yes.
The LSD tapes, they were tripping balls on LSD and they set a tape recorder up and started recording themselves. And it ended up being played on BBC radio and everyone thought it was really great. And
Spike Milligan was a comedic genius.
Yep.
I'll tell you what we're going to do right quick before we go. Because I'm going to actually end it a little early today. But I did want to go, where the fuck did I do with my list? God damn it. I did want to go through the 70s movies, though, some of the movies, because there's some really good films from the 70s.
Yep.
Like some really, so we can do that. We can discuss a few of them. But like I said, I am going to end a little early today. So here in a little bit before I end, we will have some Q&A, and then we'll do some tip time. Definitely need tip time. But
I've
anyway,
got a film for you.
Okay.
Dum-dum. Dum-dum.
Jaws, 1975.
Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
That is on my list. Came out in 1975. It was so good. The reason it was so good is because you didn't see the shark until the end.
Yep.
And why did you not see the shark until the end? Because they didn't have the money to show the shark all the way through the movie. It was low budget.
So just seeing the shark's fin doesn't count.
No, well, you know what I mean. You didn't actually see the. And it's actually brilliant, though, because they took a little bit off of Hitchcock. You know, Hitchcock had this brilliant thing about not scaring the shit out of you without actually not showing you things, which is pretty fucking brilliant. And they did that with Jaws. They gave you just enough to be scared. You know what I mean? And it was a brilliant movie.
They tried that with E.T. as well by hiding him for as long as they could.
Yeah, that's true. I never even thought about that. That's true. But yeah, Jaws is an excellent movie. Amazing. Here's two movies that came out in the early 70s that, Godfather and The Godfather Part 2. Amazing. Godfather came out in 1972. Part 2 came out in 74. We will not mention that other third mess. But I've always said this, and I strongly stand behind this. I don't look at Godfather 1 and 2 as different movies. I look at them as the same movie. To me, it seems like it's just a continuing story, and it's real.
Such is the nature of a genuine trilogy.
Yeah, exactly. And they did that well.
You have the same thing with The Matrix. You have the same thing with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and I
can't believe they managed to do that to The Hobbit as well. It is such a small fucking book.
Yeah, and The Hobbit sucked. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. Lord of the Rings was awesome. Lord of the Rings was awesome.
The Hobbit, in relation to the Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit is the book that Gollum had in his fucking cave.
Yeah. Precious. Anyways, Apocalypse Now. That was an amazing movie. It came out in 1979. It was pushing the end of the 70s, but it was so good. Oh my god! I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
My favorite line is right when he's like, "The horror, the horror."
In this next movie, I think every guy has stood in the front of the mirror and done this. You talking to me?
Clockwork Orange?
You know, taxi.
Yeah, Taxi Driver.
You talking to me? You must be talking to me. I'm the only one standing here. You talking to me? Fucking De Niro in that movie.
Do you want to know the thing that's really funny?
What's that, bud?
Boys were probably doing that before De Niro did it. Because that was the trope that he was feeding off.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then in 1978, 2 years later, he did another film it's always in my top 20 list. It's The Deer Hunter.
Oh, yes, The Deer Hunter. Going back to De Niro, the film with his co-star. Does anybody remember what that was?
Do what now? What was the question?
His co-star was Jodie Foster.
Oh.
Now, what film did she do before that was also in the 70s?
I did. I think another film. I can't remember the name. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it the one where she slept with her brother?
Nope.
Oh, it's not the one. Okay, I don't know then.
Bugsy Malone.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Okay.
Well, I've got a couple of movies, and you'll quickly start to see what genre that I'm into. These are some of my favourite movies from the 70s. Soylent Green. Skip along to The Omega Man in 1971.
Yeah.
And here's a real special one Star Wars fans will recognise. THX 1138. That's old mate that's Star Wars before it was Star Wars, in my humble opinion. And one of my probably favourite movies of all time, and the darkest Disney movie ever fucking made at the date, was The Black Hole, 1979. That movie scared the living shit out of me as a kid. That robot Maximilian, fuck that shit.
No, you obviously never watched Fantasia when you was a kid then.
No, and I got one more. There's Future World. That was also really cool.
That was good. Yeah. Westworld.
Here's a movie talking about scaring the shit out of people. This movie came out in 1973, and it literally fucking scared the shit out of people. The Exorcist.
That was a good film.
It was a great film, and it scared people to fucking death. But there's a lot of great movies. One of my favorite, franchise movies of all time, Rocky, came out in 1976.
Oh yeah,
love Rocky and Rocky. My favorite two movies is Rocky and Rocky 2. My favorite Rocky is Rocky 2. I'm talking about the Rocky series, not of my favorite movies of all time, but my favorite movie of the Rocky series is Rocky 2. But Rocky was such a fucking underdog story, got everybody together. It was a great story. And it was actually stolen from a real guy's life. He actually ended up suing Stallone.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know that, but there was a real Rocky, by the way.
Going back to the early end of the 70s, you've got the Planet of the Apes franchise.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
You've got Sinbad the Sailor.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's
Logan's Run. Logan's Run. That was
Logan's Run.
I'm going to mention something. I know you love this, Brian. I know you do too, Reg. You got to. 1974, one of the most hilarious films of all time, Blazing Saddles.
Yep.
Imagine if you released Blazing Saddles in 2018. The shit fit that people would fucking have at some of this, like the fucking the scene where they're eating beans and it's just like everyone just there's so much awesome in that movie. And if it came out today, the people who are responsible for that movie may be lynched and set on fire or something to that effect, thrown off a building. I don't know, but people would have a fucking shit fit if some of that stuff came out.
You want to know something? I think this is true. Mel Brooks would not be able to forge the career he did if he was starting now.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. And I'm going to tell you somebody else that wouldn't. These guys probably would not be successful in today's world. And I'm going to take my hat off because when you talk about these legends, you have to. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They would not get a foot in the door.
In 1975, the Holy Grail came out, and if you've never seen the Holy Grail, then you need to be shot in the face with a 12-gauge pump.
And you really need to watch the other films as well.
Life of Brian, watch that.
Yeah, Life of Brian.
Yeah.
What about Cheech and Chong? Were they in the 70s?
I did believe
they were. Yes.
I'll check that.
Here's another cult classic that came from 1975, The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate that fucking movie. I can't get into it, but boy, it's a classic. Boy, it is fucking legendary. And when it first came out, people were like, "What the fuck is this mess?"
Another thing that came out, at least film one did, Evil Dead.
Evil Dead, that's right. It sure did. It's a great movie.
Now that turned into one of the greatest comedy horror franchises ever.
Yes, it did.
But the first film, when that first film came out, you really did not know that it was a parody, that it was supposed to be a comedy.
Yeah. That's right.
An entire generation saw that film for the first time in the cinemas and came out thinking that they had just watched the archetypal horror film of their age.
That's true. That's very true. Good point.
And then when film 2 came out,
yeah, they realized what happened.
they realized that it was a setup for a joke franchise.
Yeah. Here's another great comedy from the 70s. And a lot of people want to think this movie came out in the 80s. And they're wrong. Animal House came out in 1978.
Yeah.
Belushi and that. It's like one of my favorite scenes in film of all time is like he just shoves the fucking mashed potato and he says, "What am I?" And he just fucking basically punches himself in the cheeks and it just explodes. He says, "I'm a zit." It's like,
And the reason I brought up the 80s thing, because a lot of times when I talk about 80s comedy, people always want to bring up Animal House. Animal House came out in the 70s, not the 80s. Animal House was fucking amazing. Food fight. It's fucking great. And I'm going to tell you something. This next movie, I did not realize it came out in 79. I thought it was 80s. Alien.
Yeah. Oh, my mum. This is funny as fuck. My mum went and saw the Alien movie, right? But before she went and saw the Alien movie, she knew I like sci-fi, and she saw the graphic novel of the original release graphic novel, right? And I was about 5 at the time, 5, 6. Mum went, "Here's a comic for you, mate. It's Aliens." And I'm like, start reading through it, get to the chest bursting scene. I'm 5 years old. I'm like intrigued and horrified and looking at the artwork. It's this really gory comic. My mum goes to see the film about 3 months later. She comes home with this look of just, she's really pissed off, but not with me. She's pissed off at herself because she didn't look inside the comic. And then she's seen the movie and then come home, grab the graphic novel, flick through it. I never saw it again. That thing would be worth a fucking small fortune right now. But my mum binned it. It's like it's quite dead in a landfill, sadly.
Now, I want to say that I am an Al Pacino freak, right? Al Pacino is my favorite actor. So when I talk about his movies, I usually give it a little bit more. Al Pacino has some of the best movies in the 70s. Serpico. Dog Day Afternoon. I mean, fuck, Dog Day Afternoon.
If you're going down this genre, then you've got Clint Eastwood.
Oh, absolutely. There's some of his movies.
Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry, yes, absolutely. Halloween came out in 78. There's another movie that I always think about the 80s when I think about that movie, but it actually came out in 78.
Yeah, Elephant in the Room, Star Wars, Deer Hunter, we've also mentioned already.
Gotta mention this. Saturday Night Fever, man. John Travolta took over the world.
Grease.
Yeah, Grease came out in the 70s. Absolutely. It's great movie. That's one of the few musicals that I'll watch today. I'll watch it because I liked it. You mentioned Dirty Harry came out in 1971.
Right. I just wanted to quickly touch on Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke. I found a little interesting bit of info. When Cheech and Chong made that film, it cost them, made for $2 million. It took in $44 million at the box office. Adjusted for inflation, that figure skyrockets to $151 million in today's thing. Critics hated it at the time, but it's now considered a cult classic in comedy circles. So they made that movie for $2 million and it made them $44 million. So whoever said stoners couldn't fucking get their shit together were horribly wrong. Just wanted to
Dave was never in.
Yeah. Yes.
Dave's not home, yeah.
Yeah, Dave was never home.
Dave, open up, I got the stuff.
One of my favorite scenes in Up in Smoke does when the cop comes up to him and says, "Can I see your license?" "I think it's on the back of the car, man." Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
There are two scenes that stick in my mind that are indelible, and I cannot remember which specific films they're from. But there's one where they are in the VW van, and the shot is of the cabin absolutely thick with smoke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And as the shot zooms out, you find out that they're parked on the what do you call it? The transition bit between directions on a freeway.
Yeah, and
The inner reservation or whatever it is.
yeah. He asked me, how am I driving, man? I think we're parked.
Now, so that's one. And there's another bit with that van where you've just got billows of smoke coming out of it at another point. And the other scene is is from the film with the Bad Batch. I think it's the one where they're growing it undercover in a swimming pool.
Nice dreams.
It could be that one. But you've got Stacy Keach in the back of a station wagon that's half lizard, half Stacy Keach.
They went off the rails with that shit, man. They sure did. It was crazy. Oh, here's another. Carrie came out in 1976. That was a pretty freaky movie back then.
It. Wasn't it? That was early 70s, wasn't it?
I think so. Fiddler on the Roof came out. Man, that was a good movie.
Cujo.
Cujo was 80s, right?
Was that 80s?
I think. Kramer versus Kramer came out in 79. That's a classic. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, 71.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Let me see. Some of these, I don't know this one. Days of Heaven? I don't know that movie. Oh, Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Amazing movie. Amazing. Bananas. Woody Allen movie. It's okay.
Woody Allen's The Sleeper. That was a good movie.
I was just about to mention this. It came out in 1973.
I've got a classic Australian movie that some people might be familiar with. It's called Picnic at Hanging Rock, and it's a very fucking famous story from Australia that involves some schoolgirls who explicably just vanish at Hanging Rock on Valentine's Day during a picnic. These girls just went.
Oh yes, Picnic at Hanging Rock. Yeah, that was up near Ayers Rock, wasn't it?
It might be close by. I'm not actually. Where is it? Hanging Rock's not near Ayers Rock. I think it's.
Is it not?
No.
I just seem to remember that charismatic red rock. I suppose there's a lot of that down there.
The Towering Inferno came out in the 70s.
I mean, your sand is red, isn't it? So.
Right. Yeah. Hanging Rock's in Central Victoria and Ullaroos in Northern Territory.
Right. Okay.
Superman the movie came out in 78.
The original.
Yeah. The Towering Inferno, it came out in 70 something.
The entire Airplane franchise.
Yeah.
What about Naked Gun? When did that start?
80s.
That was the 80s.
Was it? Okay.
But it was on the foundation of the Airplane.
Enter the Dragon came out in 73.
Oh yeah, Bruce Lee.
Oh, that movie was pretty fucking epic.
Yeah, it was the Poseidon Adventure, 1972. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of disaster movies came out in the 70s.
Yeah.
That had Ernest Borgnine in it, didn't it? Poseidon Adventure.
Yeah, well, Gene Hackman. Right? Wasn't Gene Hackman in it?
Well, there's a whole bunch of famous. I'm pretty sure.
I think Ernest Borgnine was in there too. Yeah, I think you're right.
The thing is with the 1970s actors, it's just so incestuous. You've got so many actors appearing in so many different films, you know.
Yeah. All right, you had Gene Hackman, Ernest Borgnine, Shelley Winters, Red Buttons, Carol Lindley, and a whole bunch of other people. So there was a bunch of famous actors in that one, and most of them died in horrible, horrible ways. Ernest did.
The Conformist came out in 1970. It's a good movie. Badlands, 1973, great movie. Great movie. Let me see what else we got here.
Now I'm just trying to think. I'm not sure if it was 79 or 81. Blade Runner.
Well, Google will tell us.
I think that was 80, but I'm not 81 or 80 or 81. I'm not sure.
82.
Yeah,
82.
82.
The Man Who Fell to Earth.
Oh, yes, Bowie. Yes.
Yeah, 1970. Yeah, absolutely. What else we got here? We got Shampoo, which it was a popular movie, but I didn't care for it. The Hospital. I don't remember that one.
TV shows now. Such an array of TV shows. You've got Starsky and Hutch. You've got Planet of the Apes. You've got Mork and Mindy. You've got
Different Strokes was being made.
Different Strokes. Yeah.
Good times. JJ Dynamite.
Yeah.
Married with Children.
Happy Days.
Yeah.
Married with Children was 80s, by the way.
Yeah, MASH as well, I think.
MASH was still running in the 70s. It ran throughout the 70s. It started in the late 60s and ran through to 80 something.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There was a lot of great shows. One more movie I wanted to mention.
Dallas started in the 70s.
Yeah, one more movie I wanted to mention before The Patent came out in 1970. That was a great movie. Fucking amazing. Oh, also Close Encounters of the Third Kind too. 77. Yeah. I came out the year I was born.
Yeah. Thatcher and Reagan were elected in the 70s.
Yeah.
The Iron Maiden.
That is true. So we did give you a little 70s TV and movies. I wanted to do that where we can kill the 70s and the decade shows.
Hang on. We can't just.
No, the Goonies came out.
No, we can't skip over. I mean, we've done films, we've done TV. We cannot skip music.
We're gonna have to.
We can't without mentioning punk.
Oh yeah.
Serious rock. Things like Zeppelin, Purple, Nazareth. Yeah. Well, fuck you. So yeah, you've got that going on. You've got as I said, the beginning of punk.
Fucking disco, man.
Disco.
Glam rock, disco.
Yeah, glam rock did get its start in the 70s. That's true. Disco
country got fucking huge.
Thanks to Willie.
Reggae.
Reggae was pretty big. Yeah. Reggae was big.
Ska music. It's like Whitey had a crack at that as well, and you ended up with things like Madness and all this really cool
yes,
music.
Elton John was the 70s.
Yes, Dame Elton was 70s. He was leading the glam rock crew.
Not the Crocodile Rock. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I got a cock in you, Rock.
Pinball Wizard.
Yeah, he was a wizard of pinballs.
Yeah, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy. That was another good film.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Anyways, there's a lot of great. We'll talk about movies and shit. Now, the 70s had a shit ton of good movies. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, we've done movies. Moving on.
No, I want to talk about movies more.
No, you can't. You've already closed the door on that one yourself.
I'm talking about movies now.
Yeah, moving on.
Movies. A shit ton of movies. We're not talking about music. I don't say this is my show, Mom.
So yeah, Mark Bolan, David Bowie, The Doors.
He's the Lizard King. He can do anything.
I'm muted, Brian.
And so yeah.
But there was a lot of good shit. There was a lot of good music in the 70s. It really was a lot of good music.
Now there's the Teeth from Massachusetts. Massachusetts themselves. The Bee Gees.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Bloody hell.
Donna Summer.
Bee Gees was our fault. Oh, God.
The 3 Degrees.
I'm sorry about the Bee Gees. Oh, fucking Leo Sayer. My pants are too tight for walk.
I'm muted red, too.
Yeah, Leo Sayer.
Anyways,
I mean, we can keep tag teaming him all day, Red.
Yeah, I can eject y'all motherfuckers too.
I'll start singing Leo Sayer, man. It's like my pants
yes, The Wall, Pink Floyd.
Seriously, gotta stop now. I gotta talk about something real quick. Thank you, though. The music's awesome. I appreciate the music very much. However, I do have to end it because my dad is in the other room and he's hollering for me. So I am going to have to end this very shortly.
Dancing Queen.
What I do want to talk about is tomorrow, Fan Friday. Fan Friday. We will bring up people. I know that Tide Pod's coming on, and I'll have some other people on. Please tip. I can't stay long. Can't stay and ask Q&A because my dad does need me. If you can tip, please tip. I want to thank Brian and Red Eye for joining me. It was a good show. Even though we didn't, even if we didn't talk about,
must be funny.
We didn't talk about 70s that much. We did talk about the whole me getting kicked off YouTube because of Kratom, which is fucking ridiculous.
Didgeridoo therapy, boss.
No,
Didgeridoo therapy.
Kratom.
Didgeridoo don't.
Didgeridoo, yeah, didgeridoo. But anyways, it sucks, but it looks like I'm gonna have to deal with it for a while. It's just nothing I can do about it.
He's on probation.
Yeah, I'm on probie. I'm a probie.
Don't forget to join Discord for the after show chill. What?
Yeah, you can join Discord, or you gotta become a Patreon. Anyways, thank you for watching. Tomorrow we will have a good show, I'm sure. Thanks, Red. Thanks, Brian, for joining me. Sorry I'm a little off today because I got pissed off about that, but that's okay. I can have off days too. Yep. And see you guys later. Thank you for watching.
I prescribe.
Bye-bye.